Hey friends, Allison here. Welcome back to my channel. I have a couple more December Daily 2022 layouts to share with you. Both pages are going in page protectors this time. The first layout is a pocket page layout. It has two 4x6" pockets in it, and the other one is just a plain old 6x8 layout. So to start, I made my own journal card in Cricut Design Space. I attached the phrase ho 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 to either side of the journal card, so to the left and to the right. It was drawn with a black pen on the white cardstock and then cut all in one fell swoop. So was the little reindeer that was added to that journal card as well. I added my journaling to it. I typed it out on the computer and then printed it at home with my Epson EcoTank printer, and then as you can see, I'm coloring in the ho 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 on both sides. I colored in the little reindeer as well. All the products that I use in today's layout, as always, will be linked in the description box down below, so you can go check them out. And then once I'm done the coloring on this journal card, I'm actually going to mat it to a piece of red cardstock that measures 4x6". So this little white journal card is slightly smaller than 6x8". I'm working on the title right now. It was also created in Cricut Design Space. I converted this file to a draw file and then used the offset function to create a bubble that will go around it. The bubble is going to be a really soft gray, and then the title is printed and cut from textured white cardstock. I'm coloring in this image as well. The letters are really thin, so I'm coloring very carefully so I try not to color outside of the lines. Dear Santa will be in red, and then define, the whole title is Define Good. Define will be in green, and good will be in blue. And once I have that all colored, I'll put the two pieces together. I'd attach them with liquid glue so it has a good strong bond, and then I think I use my liquid glue to attach that directly to the layout as well. I like using my tweezers to keep my fingers clean while I'm using liquid glue. Somehow I still manage getting my fingers sticky and gluey anyways, but it is a handy tool to have. And if I don't get my fingers sticky, my tweezers do. So cleaning them regularly would be a good thing. I usually just try and wipe the glue off as best that I can, but I'm sure there's other ways to clean them. Baby wipes might be a good option as well, or running them under the tap with some warm soapy water. So the title is being attached to the top of that journal card just above the reindeer, and then I'm using my ATG to attach the two pieces together. That's it for this layout. The other part of the layout that's going to be filling the other 4x6" pocket is my photo. And in this video, you'll see that the photo was printed in black and white. After the fact, I thought that the photo in color would be better. So I actually swap it out after this video was recorded. So there is a color photo and not a black and white photo anymore. Moving on to page number 2. This is a 6x8 layout. It is going inside a 6x8 page protector. And I really like the idea of adding a die cut panel or pattern to the layout base. So the layout base is navy cardstock. This is close to my heart cardstock. It's actually called Sapphire, but it's as close as we can get to navy, close to my heart anyways. So I'm using the darkest side of the cardstock. If you flip the cardstock over, there is a lighter shade of the same color on the back side. So I'm using the darkest side, and I'm attaching the panel, which cut in 5 separate pieces over top of that. I really like the contrast between the white and the navy blue. It's so striking. I'm using liquid glue to attach everything together. Here I decided that I should probably throw in the other 2 pieces on the layout base so that I can get the spacing correct before I put the middle piece down. It just helped to work as a guide so that I could keep things as close to straight as possible. I could have used my T-square ruler to make sure everything was straight, but to keep things moving quickly, I just eyeballed it. There is a slight little border all the way around the layout as well, so the white pieces don't reach either side of the navy blue base. There's like a 1/8 of an inch border all the way around. And of course, as always, I'm using liquid glue to adhere everything together. I especially don't want these pieces falling off at any point in the future. So liquid glue is, in my opinion, the best option for right now. I like using Tombow liquid glue. There's a lot of different options out there. Choose which you like the best and run with it. So now I'm working on the panel that's going over top of my die cut base that I was just working on. The shape that I'm adhering to the red panel right now is a tab divider, which I found in Cricut Design Space, and I sized it to what I wanted, to what would work for this layout. I couldn't tell you right now what it is because I took a long time editing this layout, trying to make it work. Truth be told, this is the third time I put this layout together. It just wasn't working for me. In the end, I got there, but it took a lot of work to iron out the details. So there is a 3x4 inch journal card in the top right hand of that white panel. It was drawn directly to the layout base. And then below that is a 3x4 inch photo. And then on top of that little 3x4 inch card, I die cut a snowflake and a little heart. You can see that I'm adding shimmer to it right now. This is a close to my heart shimmer brush in clear. And so I'm adding it to both snowflakes. The snowflakes down here on the bottom left, I attached to this panel so that it would cut the snowflake out. And then when I layered it over top of the red panel, which is just the offset of the same shape, it would show through. The offset is set to 0.06 inches. So it's a nice, fine, thin border around the entire panel. On top of the little heart, I'm adding a phrase. It's really hard to read, but it says, "Too cute for an ugly sweater," or "ugly Christmas sweater," something along those lines anyways. I wrote it in green ink using my Cricut and Cricut pens as well. On top of the snowflake on that bottom left, I added another green little heart, and I'm adding shimmer to that as well. And next, I will be adhering everything together. I think that pretty well brings me to the end of this layout. These projects will be available in the Cricut community if you want to create them yourself. Give me a couple of days. It usually takes me a little while to get back to my computer and upload them, but you will be able to create them if you'd like. Please keep it in for your own personal scrapbooking. I like sharing my inspiration or the projects that I make for inspiration, and I hope that it inspires you. If this video inspired you, or if you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up and a like. If you'd like to see more videos like this, that is Cricut Projects and December Daily 2022, definitely stick around and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss anything from me. I'll be back again soon with more creative inspiration. Bye, friends.